If you are over 50 and you think strength, balance, and energy are things you slowly lose with age, I want you to pause for a moment, because that belief may be the very thing holding your body back. In some of the longest living communities in Japan, people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s are still walking confidently, sitting on the floor without help, carrying groceries, and waking up without the aches most people accept as normal aging. And here's the surprising part. They are not doing intense workouts. They are not lifting heavy weights, and most of them have never stepped foot in a gym. Instead, they rely on a small set of simple daily movements that quietly protect their joints, muscles, posture, and circulation every single day. These movements don't look impressive. They don't leave you exhausted, but done consistently, they reshape how the body ages. Today, I'm going to walk you through 6 of these movements, why they work so well after 50, how to do them safely at home, and what mistakes to avoid so you don't turn something healing into something harmful. One of the biggest misconceptions about aging bodies is the idea that decline is inevitable. What research and real-world observation from Japan shows us is that decline accelerates when movement disappears. Muscles shrink not because of age itself, but because they stop being used. Joints stiffen not because time passes, but because they stop moving through their natural range. Balance weakens not because the brain forgets how, but because it stops receiving signals from the feet, hips, and spine. Japanese elders understand something deeply practical. The body is designed to be reminded daily that it is still needed. These movements are not about intensity, they are about communication between the brain, muscles, and joints. The first movement is something you have likely done thousands of times in your life, yet most adults slowly stop doing it correctly, and that is the controlled sit to stand. In many Japanese homes, elders still sit low and rise multiple times a day, which keeps the thighs, hips, and core engaged. When you sit down and stand up with awareness, you're training the largest muscle groups responsible for independence. This movement supports knee health, hip stability, and lower body strength, which directly reduces fall risk. The key is control, not speed. You lower yourself slowly, feeling your hips move back, your feet pressing evenly into the floor, and your spine staying tall. Then you rise by driving through your heels, tightening your thighs and glutes, and exhaling as you stand. This teaches the body to move as one unit. What you want to avoid is collapsing into the chair or pushing off with your hands every time. Hands can assist if needed, but the goal is to let the legs do the work as much as possible. Over time, this single movement restores confidence in daily life more than almost any exercise. As the legs regain strength, the next concern most people over 50 face is balance. Balance is not just about the feet, it's about the nervous system's ability to sense position and make quick adjustments. Japanese elders often practice gentle single leg standing while brushing their teeth or waiting for water to boil. This may look simple, but it wakes up deep stabilizing muscles around the ankles, knees, hips, and spine. You begin by holding on to a wall or chair, lifting one foot slightly off the ground and breathing calmly. Your eyes stay forward, your chest stays open, and your jaw stays relaxed. Even 10 to 20 seconds per side sends powerful signals to the brain that improve coordination. Over time, balance work like this improves walking confidence, posture, and even reaction time. The mistake people make is trying to rush this or forcing themselves to balance without support too soon. Safety always comes first because the goal is daily practice, not proving anything. Once the lower body and balance are gently reawakened, attention turns to the spine. Many aches people blame on aging actually come from a stiff, compressed spine caused by years of sitting and shallow breathing. One of the most common daily movements among older Japanese adults is slow spinal mobility, often done in the morning. This involves gentle forward and backward movement of the spine coordinated with breath. You round slightly as you exhale, allowing the shoulders and neck to relax. Then you gently open the chest as you inhale, lifting the sternum without forcing the lower back. This movement nourishes the spinal discs, improves circulation to the nerves, and reduces stiffness in the neck and shoulders. The emphasis is never on pushing deeper, but on moving smoothly. Pain is a signal to stop or reduce the range. Done consistently, spinal mobility restores ease to movements like turning, reaching, and walking. Another overlooked area of aging is grip strength. In Japan, elders often maintain strong hands through daily activities that involve gentle squeezing and releasing. Grip strength is strongly linked to overall health, independence, and even longevity. Simple hand opening and closing, squeezing a soft ball or towel, and rotating the wrists slowly can maintain strength in the hands and forearms. This supports activities like carrying bags, opening jars, and preventing stiffness in the fingers. It also improves blood flow and nerve health. What matters most is regularity. A few minutes daily is far more effective than occasional intense effort. Breathing is another area where Japanese elders quietly excel. Instead of shallow chest breathing, many practice slow, deep breathing that expands the belly and rib cage. This type of breathing improves oxygen delivery, calms the nervous system, and supports posture. When you breathe deeply through the nose, allowing the abdomen to expand, you activate muscles that support the spine and reduce tension in the neck and shoulders. Over time, this improves energy levels and reduces stress. Many people over 50 unknowingly hold tension in their breath, which accelerates fatigue and stiffness. Relearning relaxed breathing is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools available. And the final movement ties it all together, and that is walking with intention. Japanese elders don't rush their walks. They walk upright, with relaxed shoulders, gentle arm swing, and even steps. This reinforces balance, coordination, cardiovascular health, and mental clarity. Walking becomes a moving meditation rather than a chore. What matters is posture and awareness, not speed or distance. Even short daily walks reinforce all the previous movements by integrating them into real life. As you practice these movements, consistency matters more than perfection. The Japanese approach to aging well is not built on motivation or discipline, but on routine. Movements are woven into daily life so they don't feel like exercise. That is why they work. When something is gentle, safe, and repeatable, it becomes sustainable. In closing, remember this: aging does not steal strength, stiffness does. Balance does not disappear, it fades from neglect. Energy does not vanish, it becomes trapped behind shallow breathing and limited movement. These 6 daily movements are not about reversing time, but about restoring communication within your body. If you start where you are, move gently, and stay consistent, your body will respond at any age. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next. As we continue, it's important to understand that these movements are not isolated tricks or cultural curiosities. They are part of a larger philosophy of how the body is meant to be treated after 50. In Japan, aging is not approached as a battle against the body, but as a partnership with it. This mindset alone changes outcomes. When people stop trying to punish their bodies into staying young and instead focus on supporting function, something remarkable happens. Pain reduces, confidence increases, and daily life feels lighter. This is why these movements work so well. They respect the nervous system, the joints, and the reality of an aging body, while still challenging it just enough to adapt. One thing that often surprises people is how quickly the body responds once daily movement is reintroduced correctly. Within a few weeks of practicing these movements, many older adults notice that getting out of bed feels easier, stairs seem less intimidating, and balance feels more reliable. This is not because muscles suddenly grew large, but because coordination improved. The brain relearned how to recruit muscles efficiently. Japanese elders understand that strength without coordination is fragile, but coordination builds resilience. That's why these movements are slow, controlled, and mindful. Let's go deeper into how these movements protect joints, especially the knees and hips, which are the most common sources of pain after 50. When you perform controlled sit-to-stand movements, you are teaching the knee joint to track properly. The knee is not meant to twist or collapse inward, yet that's exactly what happens when muscles weaken and movement becomes careless. By sitting and standing with awareness, the muscles around the knee learn to stabilize it again. This reduces wear and tear and improves confidence. Over time, many people find that knee pain they thought was permanent begins to fade, simply because the joint is finally being supported the way it was designed to be. The hips play an equally critical role. Hips are power centers, and when they stiffen, the lower back often pays the price. Japanese elders preserve hip mobility through daily movements that gently open and close the hip joint. Even small shifts of weight from one leg to the other, done slowly, keep the hips alive. This is why balance work is so important. When you stand on one leg, the hip of the standing leg must activate deeply to keep you upright. This strengthens muscles that are almost impossible to target with machines, yet essential for walking and stability. Another reason these movements are so effective is that they respect recovery. Many people over 50 try to follow exercise advice meant for younger bodies, pushing too hard and then needing days to recover. Japanese elders rarely push to exhaustion. They stop while still feeling good. This allows them to repeat the movements every day, which is where the real benefit comes from. The body adapts to what it does most often, not what it does occasionally. Gentle daily practice beats intense weekly effort every time when it comes to aging well. Let's talk about posture, because posture is not about standing up straight by force. It is about balance between tension and relaxation. The spinal mobility movements practiced daily help restore this balance. When the spine moves freely, posture improves naturally. Shoulders drop, the head aligns over the spine, and breathing becomes deeper without effort. This has a cascading effect on the entire body. Better posture means less strain on the neck, improved digestion, and even clearer thinking because blood flow to the brain improves. Breathing deserves special attention here. Many elders in Japan consciously slow their breathing as they move. This is not accidental. Slow breathing tells the nervous system that the body is safe. When the nervous system feels safe, muscles release unnecessary tension. Pain often decreases not because tissues change, but because the brain stops amplifying discomfort signals. Deep nasal breathing also improves oxygen efficiency, which is why elders who practice it often report more stamina despite doing less intense activity. Hand and grip movements may seem minor, but they have a profound neurological effect. The hands occupy a large area of the brain's sensory map. When you move your hands deliberately, you stimulate brain regions connected to coordination and awareness. This is one reason why maintaining hand function is linked to mental sharpness. Japanese elders often combine hand movements with breathing, creating a calming rhythm that benefits both body and mind. Walking, when done with intention, becomes the ultimate integration of all these elements. Each step requires balance, coordination, posture, and breath. When elders walk mindfully, they are rehearsing life itself. This is why walking is not treated as mere transportation, but as daily practice. Even short walks done well reinforce everything else. It's also important to address what not to do. One of the biggest mistakes people over 50 make is comparing themselves to others. Aging bodies respond uniquely. Pain, stiffness, and fatigue are messages, not enemies. Japanese elders listen to these messages and adjust rather than ignore them. Another mistake is skipping warm-up movements. Even gentle movement needs preparation. Starting slowly allows joints to lubricate and muscles to wake up. Finally, inconsistency is the biggest barrier. Doing nothing for weeks and then trying to catch up rarely works. Small daily effort is the secret. As these movements become routine, something subtle but powerful happens. Fear decreases. Fear of falling, fear of pain, fear of movement. When the body feels capable again, the mind follows. This psychological shift is just as important as physical changes. Confidence leads to more movement, and more movement leads to better health. It becomes a positive cycle. Japanese elders don't chase youth, they cultivate usefulness.
They want to be able to care for themselves, contribute to family life, and move without hesitation. These daily movements support that goal. They are not glamorous, but they are deeply effective. When practiced with patience, they rebuild trust between you and your body. We're often told that aging is a slow decline, but what these elders show us is that aging can be a refinement. Movements become more efficient, awareness becomes sharper, and priorities become clearer. The body may change, but it does not have to weaken in spirit or function. As you begin or continue practicing these movements, remember that progress is measured in ease, not intensity. Notice how you feel when you stand up, how steady you feel when you turn, how relaxed your breathing becomes. These are real markers of improvement. Give your body time, give it kindness, and most importantly, give it daily movement. In the final part, we'll tie everything together, review the most important takeaways, and talk about how to make these movements a permanent, effortless part of your life so they support you not just today, but for decades to come.